ready? Get it on! Got you stuck off the realness.
Southside Jamaica, Queens, you heard me.
And we go a little something like this.
So when did you feel like you was like stardom? Like when people started like, oh, I'll be back right there.
Well, people keep going Brooklyn. That's
what I said too.
Yeah, people keep calling me Brooklyn for, you know, I did this small little movie.
Small movie, yeah, right.
A couple years ago. And man, you know, I don't know. I still treat it a little weird. I'm in my own head. When I'm in the street, I'm usually writing. You know what I mean? I've been a poet for years before A.T.L.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What came first?
Yeah, I was on Broadway. You know, I did deaf poetry and I was a New York champion. I toured the world really doing poetry first.
Wow, give it that up, man.
Yeah.
Wow. I was seeing on the internet too about seeing T.I. He said that they might be doing an A.T.L. part 2.
You sound like you never heard of that one yet.
I don't know.
It sound good.
Yo, the setup will have to be amazing.
Yeah.
Because the first setup, crazy, right?
Yeah.
First time the black director.
Yeah.
Will Smith produces it.
I didn't even know
Antoine Fisher wrote it. It was
Antoine Fisher.
Yeah, it was like it was T-Boz's the Dallas Austin story. That, you know what I mean?
Oh, it was?
It was it's just the whole concept of A.T.L. I don't think people really know like the ins and outs of the movie. You know what I mean? Like really, I guess maybe Chris will do a director's edition or something. But you know, like maybe he should because that movie was amazing. You know, and in itself, the story to make it.
Okay.
You know, he had that script for like 2 years before he even was considered doing it. You know what I mean? It was just like it's really, really crazy. So they would have to come up with that.
How do you get called for the casting for that movie?
You know, my cousin's Big Pun. So I saw Chris Robinson always did all his videos. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? And you can see me like, this is on the internet. Yeah, you go to like YouTube or something, and then you can see like, there's a bunch of different joints now, right? And you can see like in Don Kind of Gina video, you see me there, or like Brand Nubian video, you see me look up in the sky. Like,
oh, wow.
I was a little video hole.
Couple cameos.
Back in the day, yeah. But you know, like, you know, and Chris Robinson knew me since I was 15, and he saw me do deaf poetry. Okay. And so son was like, yo, man, I got this role for you that'd be perfect. You know, come down to Atlanta, you know, and Monday, and it was like Friday. You know what I mean? And so I went on the train, and I just started spitting poetry, man, for bread. You know what I mean? I went from cart to cart to cart to cart for like at least 36 hours.
Can we hear something right now?
Huh? As far as poetry is concerned? Yeah. I'm from the jungle. I'm from the jungle where the average becomes the baddest becomes the greatest becomes a hater because he can't stay on top. It's the block where immortals get shot, where more often than not you can auction your heart for the cost of a pop. Anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, you know what I mean?
Wow. You about to get everybody into it real quick.
I was about to go start crying and shit, but nah, you know, that was like 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean? I was doing the poetry, and I was on, and I just can't believe I remember that. And I was on the train just going in, and I was like, excuse me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think I was the first one to really do it before the basketball teams. and
Eminem dude.
You made a lot of money?
I made $400 in 2 days.
Wow.
And I bought the ticket on Sunday night, and I went down to A.T.L. And then the casting director, Kim Harden, she didn't have my sides that Chris sent me to email so I could study. Yeah. So she was like, "You got to do some improv, like be New York, and that's easy." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's easy. You
So
know?
let me ask you something. How did that collabo come with you and Fab? Because that record is dope, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Dope.
You know, I ran into him about 3 years ago, and I said, "Yo, I want to do a bilingual record with you," and he was like, "Oh, I ain't know you rap." Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, man." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the time, I was working on Kanye's graduation album. Like,
wow, get that up, man.
Yeah. I produced a record on there called Goodnight, and it's with me, him, and Mos Def. Yeah. It was overseas and on the iTunes version. And I guess he didn't know or whatever, which is cool. And then I met up with his engineer, Swivel, and I was like, yo, man, I got, you know, get this to Fab, you know, and of course, you know, you got to do the right thing to get that, and he jumped on it, and I already had my verses down, and I did the beat, you know what I mean, with my man KO. So thank you, man.
Yeah.
And so he flowed on it, and it was dope. I wish he would have did a little more with it, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, I did every time you heard it on the radio or whatever, it's because I was pushing it by myself, you know what I mean? And people, like, I think people dismissed it almost like it was a Mims record or something, you know what I mean? Like, Mims is my man, but, like, you know, they kind of dismissed it like that. But the truth is, if you see how lyrical even the second verse is, like, you know, I want people to talk to
break down
Latin
that second
people,
verse.
because Latin people aren't talked to right. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, ma, you know what I mean? Mommy was bad, and she had a big ass, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to talk to her like I would like you to talk to my sisters, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, you know me, I'm NYC, so you know I'm rolling deep. Some with you, some with me. We could all fit in the G. You just have to have a seat, and you have to answer me. Now, how'd you get up in those jeans, and can you stay for like a week? Wow. I ain't tricking, I ain't cheap. We wake up and then we beatbox. Rock you back to sleep, man. Oh my God, you lean down and you wrote it cheaper. Damn, I think I'll keep you. So it was one of those things where it's just your homie, you know what I mean?
Man.
That's why, like, I don't like that. I don't like to see half-ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, people just half-assing it, just raping my culture. Like this is my culture, you know what I mean? I'm responsible for Jay-Z being millionaire. Like, I bought his albums, you know what I mean? I promoted Nas, you know what I mean? I promoted M. So when M's slipping, I'm like, yo, that's whack, M. Like, get back on your game, B. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear you doing songs with Pink. Like, you know what I mean? That's just me. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm responsible. This is my culture. Like, you know what I mean? That's Picture you going to Africa just saying, oh, you know what? We're going to start doing this shit now. Nah, B. You know what I mean? I'm from the Bronx, from Soundview. Okay. You know what I mean? So I want my culture to be preserved. And you don't have to rap about, it's not about that, you know what I mean? But just, you know, when I ball, chemo, like that's, you know what I mean? That's a crazy line. I don't know. I don't really like it too much. So I'll say it, you know what I mean? People go, oh, you're trying to diss Drake. You're not dissing it. It's just, I wasn't a good line. You know what I mean? And I think everybody should be able to talk like that, you know? But people hide behind computers and they hide behind, you know, their publicists, and they won't want to do songs with you, and you know what I mean? So I stopped getting. Dame Dash today, hour ago, he goes, you want to be a brand? And I go, nah. He said, what do you mean you want to be a brand? I know you want to be a brand because, you know what I mean, you got the B, you know what I mean, you got the movies, you want to be a brand, just say you want to be a brand. And I'm like, everything is what you say it is. Yeah. So once I become what they want me to become, then I become them.
You got Twitter and webpage and anything?
Yeah, Albe Back, and the Facebook is Albe Back. And, you know, that's what my dad used to say all the time, you know what I mean? So I just...
That's how you got that name?
Son used to be like, yo, I'll be back. Like, you know what I mean? Damn, Yo.
I'll be back, y'all. Let's go.
Yo. Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Which one do I want to take? Cause Christmas comes so quickly, and you know I'm from the Bronx, so I'm illy with the Jimmy. I popped the lock and tripped the wire. I'll be going to 60 now. You hear your tires screeching. You yelling and you tweaking cause you could've took a cab, but you thirsty and you beastin'. I'm a classic Puerto Rican. I'm laughing on the deacon cause y'all niggas act like we don't know. Y'all be leasing Hunts Point Auto Shop way before they call the cops. And I'm driving without a license while listening to high. I don't make no extra stops. I just head right to the spot. Now your car is all in parts. So he's driving your Bentley. She's driving your Bentley. My girls say the seats make a Civic look so pretty. I show you how to rob. You can say I learned from 50. It's just poverty. It got to me and I'll be on my gritty. Yo, my nigga, I gotta go. You know what I mean? I'll be back. Yeah. I'll be back. All right, I'll be back.